Firdaus Ali, how are you today?
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Walaikum assalam wa
I
rahmatullahi
am
wa
well.
barakatuh. Are you
I
well?
am well. Yes, sir. I am well, sir. How
Okay.
are you, sir?
I'm also well. And how about your study, other things, and job?
Uh, Everything is going well, sir.
Everything is going well. Okay. And are you enjoying cold weather? No.
No, sir.
Okay. You do not enjoy cold weather. You like summer weather. Do you think some people like cold weather?
Maybe, sir.
Maybe some people like cold weather, but not all. Okay.
Yes.
And do you think cold of our country and cold countries are different?
Sorry, sir.
Do you think cold weather in our country and cold in cold countries are different?
Yes, sir. There are some quite difference in between the cold weather of our countries and the cold weather of cold countries, like Norway, Sweden, and like others. And sometimes they are seen that
Yes, carry on.
yes, sir. Sometimes they are seen that uh, in the during transport system, uh, uh, it creates impediments due to accumulation of ice during the cold weather, and most of the cases their temperature is below 10, and this is completely different from ours.
Okay. Now let us start our today's topic. Selected speaking topic is Bangabandhu 1. At first, say something about Bangabandhu 1.
Well, sir, Bangabandhu 1 satellite is the first satellite for Bangladesh. It was constructed by Thales Alenia Spaces of France, and it was launched on 12th May in 2018 by the rocket Falcon 9 from the Cape Canaveral space of USA. And it has 40 transponder, 20 uh, 20K band and 20 CU bands with the capacity of 16,000 megahertz. And it will bring a revolutionary change in our telecommunication and broadcasting system. According to analysts said that um, it will play a significant role in our technological site, like say it expand internet service to the rural area, as well as it also provided support on online banking system, online education, and so on. And many of them are thinking that Bangladesh can earn a huge amount of foreign currency by rendering the remaining transponder, about 20 transponder Bangladesh can render to the neighboring countries like Indonesia, Philippines, and other countries of Europe and Africa. And it is controlling by Bangladesh Telecommunication Regulatory Commission, and it has two ground stations. One is Gazipur, Talibabad, and Bedbunia, Rangamati. Beside these, another ground station, ground station have outside our countries in Philippines and Indonesia. This will controls the others 20 transponder that will render. That's about the Bangabandhu satellite 1. I think it will bring a revolutionary change in the broadcasting and telecommunication system. Sorry, sir. Please unmute, sir.
Thank you. Mention 5 achievements of the present government.
Thank you, sir. Over the 15 years of independence of our countries, there are lots of achievement of these countries. I want to mention here some region where Bangladesh has made a significant improvement like poverty reduction, Bangabandhu Satellite 1, Pradda Bridge, deep seaport, Rupur nuclear power plant, and Matarbari deep seaport, and so on.
Is there any change in electricity generation of the country over the last 10 years?
Definitely, sir. There are some significant change that has been occurred over the last 10 years. Sorry, sir. If we saw the survey, according to the survey report, it was about 10 to 12,000 megawatt before 10 years, but at present it is about 25,000 and 294 megawatts. And the Bangladesh government has taken some initiative to increase the production of electricity to meet up the increasing demand. So big change is seen in the electricity generation of Bangladesh.
Okay. What is the plan of the government to meet up increasing demand of electricity of the country?
Yes, sir. The Bangladesh government has some specific plan to meet up the increasing demand of the electricity, and the government has already started some project like Rupur nuclear power plant, Matarbari power plant, and the Rampal ultra super coal-based power plant, and Paita coal-based power plant. Beside this, Bangladesh government has launched a new idea of green energy, solar, and which will produce from natural resource like air, water, and sunlight.
Okay. Okay. Do you have any idea about green energy?
Yes, sir. It is energy which is produced but generated from natural resources like sunlight, air, water, so on. And it means renewable energy, and that will be not harmful to the environment.
Okay. Has the government taken any step to ensure green energy?
Yes, sir. The government has already taken some initiative to ensure green energy. I want to mention here Kaptai Pani Bidyut. So what is English? Sorry, sir.
Hydropower electricity.
Hydropower electricity project. And beside this, government has also taken some project about a solar plant project. And first, Bangladesh has introduced a solar plant project for the first time at Chattogram. And beside this, Bangladesh has started is going to start one of the largest project of solar plant in Chutiakhali, Maimansingh.
Okay. Now, MD Abdul Kader will ask 5 questions to MD Firdaus Ali. Then he will answer. Abdul Kader, start your video on and start asking question to MD Firdaus Ali. 5 questions. Abdul Kader, can you hear me?
Sorry, sir.
Okay, you will ask 5 questions to MD Firdous Ali about today's topic. Firdous Ali will answer.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Can you differentiate the renewable energy and green energy? You say that the two energy is same, but I think there is some minor difference.
Sorry, I cannot. I'm unable to explain the difference between green energy and renewable energy.
May I explain?
Sure.
Actually, you are almost right that renewable energy and green energy are almost same, but one minor difference is that the renewable energy may have detrimental effects like hydropower. You know that hydropower is a hydroelectric power plant is a type of renewable energy, but it has some detrimental effects like the construction of China. They are constructing big hydroelectric power plant. So climatologists are complaining against the initiative of China. So, but green energy is such type of energy that doesn't hamper environment. That is the difference. Thank you.
Will you tell me again, Abdul Kader, what's the difference?
Sir, I am not 100% right.
Even
but
just tell it again. I did not follow
sir,
you.
I found that hydroelectric power plant. I mean, Kaptai hydro power. Yes, sir.
Hydroelectrical power project.
Yes. China is constructing major big hydroelectric power plant on the bank of Brahmaputra river, and India and the other climatologists are complaining against the construction of this such type of power plant. But it is a source of renewable energy because they are using water, not other source. But as these are hampering the flow of river, natural flow of river, so it is not green energy. Green energy is such type of energy that doesn't hamper environment.
Okay. Can you say this is clean energy?
Yes, sir.
Hydropower is clean energy, but not green energy.
Yes, sir.
Oh, this is very important difference. Okay.
No, sir. There is actually the analysts are confusing about also. They also say that clean energy doesn't have detrimental effects on environment.
Okay, next question. Next question to Firdous Ali.
Can you told about the 5 achievements of present?
You may ask, yes, then you may ask some other questions that are also here.
No, sir. Maybe he told about some projects. Can he add some another achievement? So
yes, another achievement. Okay. Okay. Can you add some other achievements to these that you have already mentioned?
Yes, sir. Bangladesh have some achievement like poverty reduction, women empowerment, and also suppress the extremism and so on. Electricity generation.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. At present, I have no question.
Okay. Now we are going to start. Shakila Parveen, are you ready?
Yes, sir. I will try.
Well, at first tell me something about Bangabandhu satellite.
Bangabandhu satellite is the first geostationary communication system for Bangladesh, and it is launched. It was launched on 12 May in 2018. It has 40 transponder, 20
You cannot
for
be seen. You cannot be seen.
program.
Start your video on. Shakila Parveen, start your video on.
Okay, sir.
Okay, yeah.
Bangabandhu Satellite 1 is named after Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. It has constructed by Thales Alenia Space, and it is sent in space, sent in the its area by SpaceX Falcon 9 Block 5 rocket, and helped by France. It is constructed. That's all about. It has two control station. One is Bet Bunia in Gazipur. Other is now Tali. One is Gazipur. Another is Bet Bunia Rangamati.
Okay. Okay. Then
That's all about
that's all
what
about.
I know.
Okay. Okay. What are the failures of the present government? Can you mention 5 failures of the present government?
I think during the lockdown, in pandemic situation, the present government did not ensure food security for the all classes of people, especially for poor. And
Whenever you mention the failures of the government, that means you have to mention that failures that do not go against the government. Let's say here you may mention something, some failures that will go in favor of the government, mainly not against. In that way, say you should not criticize directly here. You should be a bit diplomatic here.
Sir, it may be doing a patriation, COVID-19 situation, and climate change.
Rohingya repatriation, it will be direct criticism. They may treat you negatively. So you should be diplomatic. I'm telling again that you may mention here that if Awami League is in power, then the government could not ensure trial of all the war criminals, and this is one of the failures because some of the criminals have gone absconding in different countries, and we do not have any bilateral treaty or repatriation treaty. And these way you have to mention the points in a way you'll speak against, but it will go in favor of the government. Okay, so you should not add something that goes against the government. So this is one of them. And another, okay, we'll come to you later. Okay, next. What are the challenges of the present government? Challenges here you can mention Rohingya repatriation, ensuring vaccination for all the people. Okay, challenges here, but not failures. You should be diplomatic while answering this. Okay. Okay. What are the challenges of the present government?
Recently, USA have imposed sanction on the 6 member of REP. So I think it is the challenge to face in this connection, so that it will not be threatful for our sovereignty, and so that other country cannot influence our internal fact anymore. and it must be handled by positive way. It is the one of challenges for our country and our government, and another is to ensure not to maintain democracy. Some people say our government, present government, cannot do not follow the proper democracy in the last election. So it is a challenge
That
to
means to ensure
convince people.
here you can say not this way. You can say to strengthen democratic institutions is a challenge. Here, democratic institution means political parties. There should be democracy within the parties, among the parties. Then, say, election commission should be strong. Okay, and voters should be conscious enough to distinguish between the right and wrong, patriotism, communism, militancy, and so on. Okay. Do you know anything about Mujibiyar?
Yes, sir. Our father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, was born on 17 March in 1920. The year 2020 is almost 100 years of
Not
his
almost.
birth.
Yes, this yes, yes,
So,
centenary of his birth. Yeah.
So to celebrate his 100th centenary birthday,
100th birth
what
anniversary.
birth anniversary, our government and our all nation comply to celebrate celebrate the year as Mujib year.
Okay. What steps have the government taken? What are the major steps or beneficial steps for the people that government have taken?
Government has take a lot of steps to celebrate Mujib year, such as plantation, build up lab in different school, different school, আর হচ্ছে আশ্রয়ণ কেন্দ্র.
Okay, Astran means
Ashram Kendro means to provide houses for those who have no house to shelter. To shelter.
Okay, okay. Then how many people have been provided with, how many homeless or shelterless people have been provided with houses by the government in Mojibia?
Recently, government provided almost 70,000 houses for the homeless people. It is supposed to 9 lakh, almost 9 lakh, 9 lakh people, 9 lakh people who have get this opportunity from the government. But now almost 70,000 are get this chance.
70,000 have got this. Okay. Do you think this is a milestone or this is a record in history of Bangladesh to provide so many houses with a large number of people or thousands of people?
Yes, this is a milestone for Bangladesh because a huge people who have no shelter, and they survive and lead their life on the street or any place that is not secured for life. So as government give them a house, it is very helpful and benefited, and increase our positive image among the world.
In the world. Okay. Good. Okay. Now Ferdous Ali, 5 questions to Shakila Parvin. She will answer. 5 question to Shakila Parveen. Start.
Okay. Hello.
Yes.
Do you think Bangabandhu satellite will help to earn foreign currency?
Yes, I think Bangabandhu satellite will earn foreign currency because 20 transponder for rent for the other country.
Okay. আচ্ছা। So what is the challenge for Bangladesh to ensure the green energy for all? Green energy to meet up the increasing demand.
Because Bangladesh need a huge amount of electricity, huge amount of energy to meet up all the meet up demand for all people, but we have no much source of renewable energy to produce green energy, and we have no materials. We have no enough materials to produce green energy or renewable energy.
Okay. Do you think it is congenial to the environment?
Green energy is congenial for environment. Yes.
How can it help environment?
Renewable energy will not emit any greenhouses
Yes, yes.
gas,
Greenhouse
and it
gas, carbon
will not
dioxide.
harm environment because it will replace all the negative effect of fossil fuel.
Okay.
It will replace.
Thank you. Do you have any idea about submarine?
Yes, submarine cable. Bangladesh are connected to submarine cable for the first time in 2006 year. That's named CME-V4, and then Bangladesh again connected. Bangladesh was again connected in CME-V5 in 2017. Then at last Bangladesh was connected to submarine cable in 2020 in December. That name CME-V6. CME full meaning Southeast Asia, Middle East, and Western Europe.
Okay, thank you. That's all about from my side. Sir, I have no question, sir.
Okay, good. Okay. Shakila Parveen, my last question to you. Green energy or clean energy, whatever it is, and if we want to ensure a green energy for about 20% of total electricity production by 2030, what Bangladesh will have to do? Because Bangladesh has targeted to produce 20% of its total energy from green sources by 2030. Do you think Bangladesh can reach this target?
I think Bangladesh should construct it more and more solar plant because it is
do you think the way
affordable.
Bangladesh is advancing will be enough to produce 20% of total energy from green sources?
It is time consuming but possible.
It is time by 2030. No,
By 20,
because now our electricity production only 3% from green sources, and our big projects are from not green energy sources. So it will be difficult to fulfill this target. Thank you. Now, Abdul Kader, are you ready to speak?
Yes, sir.
Okay, at first tell me something about Bangabandhu satellite.
Thank you, sir. Bangabandhu satellite 1 is the first geostationary satellite of Bangladesh, and Bangladesh is one of the 57th countries who have their own satellite. So it is a pride for a citizen like this country. And Bangabandhu satellite 1, it has some economic benefits also, and mainly this satellite is using for communication and broadcasting, and for remote, especially for remote areas. And our private channel, TV channel, they are also using this satellite. And besides some foreign TV channel from Honduras and Philippines, they are also using the rental transponder of Bangabandhu 1. So I think it's a yeah, I think I'm feeling proud of being a satellite.
Okay.
That's all.
What are the benefits of having a satellite on its own?
Sir, I already told that we are the 57th countries among the world. That means there are 100, not more, close to 100 countries. They are they don't have any satellite. So we are going ahead of them.
This has
And-
raised our prestige or image, but I want
Yes,
to
sir.
know what are the benefits, how Bangladesh will be benefited.
Yes, sir. Bangladesh is already benefiting from this satellite, as this satellite is used for communication, improving the communication for hilly areas and hard areas. We know that we have to buy the communication from broadcasting from the Indian satellites earlier. So I think using this satellite, we will be able to develop the climate warning system at the Bay of Bengal and other remote areas.
What are the people-friendly steps or functions or actions the government have taken in Mujibur?
People friendly, sir. Government, as Mujibur is an significant event for our nation. So Bangladesh government has taken numerous projects to develop the well-being of our country and citizen. I can mention Asrayan project, and actually maximum government organization have
Most of the
separate
most of the
target.
government organization have.
Most of the organization have they took special targets. That means probably like, for example, the Polli Bidyut, I mean power development, they had the target to cover electricity area 100%. So most of the organization had the target for celebrating the Mujibur perfectly.
Okay. Okay. Why do we need submarine?
Sir, you are asking me about submarine or submarine cable?
Not cabin, submarine. Why do we need submarine?
Okay, sir. A submarine is very crucial, as we know that we are owning more than 1 lakh square kilometers in the Bay of Bengal from the Myanmar and India. So if we ensure more submarine into those areas to increase our security and to increase the research into deep ocean. Besides, submarine cable is also crucial because it will increase our bandwidth speed of internet. Already, Bangladesh have connection with 2 submarines, and Bangladesh government has that target to join another submarine cable by some. I am forgetting the year. This is of also.
Okay. Have we any submarine?
Yes, sir. We have 2 submarine, BNS Nabojatra and BNS Joyjatra. And Bangladesh government bought these 2 submarines from China.
Okay. When Bangladesh has bought this?
As I told that we have a huge marine area, and we gained from India and Myanmar by against the case in international tribunal. So we should secure this area. That's why Bangladesh bought this submarine to increase the security system. As you know, that submarine is used for mainly 2 purposes. At first one, the in increasing security, and the second one is to conduct research into deep ocean. As we know that there are valuable minerals in our, and also gas in the Bay of Bengal. So if we do not have submarine, we cannot conduct deep research in the deep ocean.
Okay. Mention 5 achievements of present government.
Sir, I can mention 5 achievements of present government. Firstly, we have gained a tremendous economical success. We are the CPD, I mean Committee for Policy Development of United Nations. They recommended us that we are living from LDC. Besides, we are the per capita GDP of Bangladesh is the highest among the SAARC countries. So besides, our GDP is increasing and around 400 billion. So the Bangladesh government of success in this economic area, I think, is tremendous. Secondly, we are achieving in the women empowerment according to a report. Bangladesh ranks 7th in terms of political empowerment around the world. So I think for a small country like Bangladesh is a great achievement. Third, sir, Bangladesh government is trying to make self-sufficient in case of food, and we are in the 3rd countries in terms of producing rice in around the world. And there are so many. I think there are also a great achievement of Bangladesh government is a capability of the electricity generation. At the 10 years ago or 15 years ago, we are facing the load shedding many times, but at present, even in the rural area, the people of the rural area are enjoying electricity, and we know that almost 99.5% area of Bangladesh and 99.5% people of total country, they are enjoying electricity. So these are all the great achievements of the present government. sir.
Yes, I can hear. Well,
Yes.
mention two failures of the present government.
Yes, sir. Sir, I'm not sure how should I give the answer, but I'm trying. If I make mistake, please
Yes,
rectify
I'll
me.
point it out. Yes, carry on.
According to Human Rights Watch, they are saying that Bangladesh government is delaying to give the indigenous rights, the people of hill tracts area. But I think the people of indigenous area of hill tracts area, they are claiming that they are the indigenous and they came here from the Bengalis nation. But Bangladesh government and other historian, they are thinking and they are saying that the Bengali nation is the indigenous of this area, because we know that the Chakma and Tripura and other tribal nation, they are here, they are living here maximum 500 years ago, but Bengali nation are living here more than 1,000 or 2,000 years ago. So and besides the a journal of Korea, they are saying that Bangladesh government is lagging behind in terms of governmental innovation. That means we are lagging in increasing our innovation. I think this may be partially true, but our government is trying their maximum and trying their best to increase the innovation, because the government is not alone the stakeholder of this problem. The citizen, if the citizen is not aware, alone government alone cannot solve the problem and cannot increase the innovation. So that's all, sir.
Nice, smart answer. Very good. Good. Very nice answer. Okay. Well, what is the plan of the government to meet up increasing demand of electricity of the country?
Sir, Bangladesh government has already achieved tremendous success in the electricity generation, but our government has a ambitious target to export electricity from other countries like Nepal or another countries. So the government is trying to increase the power of electricity generation. Already our government is implementing Rupur power plant. So if 2 units we are completing, we will get extra 1.2 gigawatt. Besides, government is constructing Matarbari coal power plant. That means the power plant of Matarbari will produce electricity from the coal that will be imported from foreign countries. So these are the plan.
Good. Okay. Is there any relation between electricity generation and industrial production?
Of course, sir, because we know that maximum factory are and maximum factory are being electrified. That means the big machine are operating with electricity. At earlier they were operating with diesel or like petrol, but with the but the time changes and all the factories and all the elements of industrial production are operating with electricity. So if we can ensure disruption free electricity, I mean continuous service of electricity, Bangladesh and all industrial production will be increased.
Industrial production will increase. Okay. What is COP26?
Sir, COP26 means it is a climate program mainly, and it was.
What does COP means?
Sir, maybe conference of parties. I'm not sure.
Conference of parties. Yes. Okay.
Sir, COP26 is which was held 2000 at the last of 2021. I mean November at UK, and it was a great.
In which city?
Sir, maybe Glasgow.
Glasgow. Yes. Okay.
I think it was a great program because we have achieved some specific commitment from the world leaders, and our all leader, our country leader, Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. She also proposed 4-point demand. So COP26, I think, is a great program.
COP26 is a great program. What are the achievements from COP26?
Sir, actually, the main target of the COP26 was maybe to agree with that the no production of greenhouse gas
to reduce greenhouse gases by 1.5.
Yes, sir. And to no use of fossil fuel. But the world leaders didn't agree with the first commitment, but they have agreed with the second commitment, almost similar, not like that they will not use fossil fuel, but even the India, they were giving some commitment to that by 2030 they will reduce the use of fossil fuel. So I think that's the achievement.
Okay. Do you think is it feasible to reach net zero? A term, very important term was discussed, that is net zero. What is net zero?
Sir, I don't know. Sorry, sir.
Sabir, can you help him? Net zero.
No, sir, I don't have idea about this.
Spelling is this is net zero. That means greenhouse gas emission or carbon emission. If we talk about carbon emission, the amount of carbon that is produced by mills and factories, and at least same amount will be reduced from the environment. Then balance will be zero. This is called net zero. This is the target to make the world or to reduce the adverse impact of climate change, to make the world livable for mankind. Well, next question. What are the failure gone? What are the challenges of the present government?
Sir, first challenge of Bangladesh government for always, that is climate change. As we are in the low-lying, sorry, sir, maximum land of our country is low-lying land. So if the sea level rise, the land of Bangladesh will be drawn under the sea. So that's the main challenge, and Bangladesh government is introducing the Delta plan to overcome this challenge, and Bangladesh government is trying to implement the Delta plan. Secondly, sir, I think that Bangladesh government is facing the challenge to repatriate Rohingya refugee, because it's not a regional problem. It is become a global problem, because the India and Russia and China, they are in favor of Myanmar government. So we are facing challenge from the diplomatic terms and for the regional terms. So already Bangladesh has taken some steps, but it will time will say that what will be the situation.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for nice presentation, smart presentation. Now we are going to Sabir Ahmed. Sabir Ahmed say something about Bangabandhu satellite.
Thank you, sir. Bangabandhu satellite is one of the declaration of our ability or capability, whatever I say. It's a big step in the translation of the dream of digital Bangladesh by the present government. So the satellite named after our father of the nation, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, and the satellite was launched on 12 May 2018, and the satellite was manufactured by Thales Alenia Space. The position of the satellite is 119.09 degree east, and we are the 57th country to launch a satellite. So that's all from Sir Bangabandhu.
Okay, mention 5 strengths of the present government, achievement of the present government.
Present government is ruling our country for over a decade now, actually. So they have come a long way, and they have done a great job in developing our country. I would like to mention some from those. First of all, I would like to mention is the graduation from least developed countries to a developing country. Then launching of Bangabandhu 1 satellite, which has gone a long way to make our country digitalized. Reaching electricity facilities almost every corner of the country. Implementation of mega projects such as Padma Setu is going to be open for public in about 5 months. And the last one I would like to mention is digitalizing the whole country. We have observed in the last years that how much digitalized our country has become in the last few years. Almost every work is being done with the help of computer and in digital way. So these are the major achievements from my point of view.
Mention 2 weaknesses or failures of the present government.
So failures, I would like to mention that the present government is in the power with almost all kind of support they needed, because they have almost 290 seats in the assembly. But what I like to say is, although Bangladesh is a secular country by its constitution and since its birth, but if we look at the present situation, there are a lot of political parties are at practice based on religion. So what are their future? What they want to do? Do they want to turn our country a religious one based on Islamic country, Hindu country, Christian country, what they want to do. I have no idea about it, and that's the main failure of this government from my point of view, that they haven't banned yet the religion-based politics, because it has no future and it should not exist in Bangladesh, in a country, in a secular country like Bangladesh. And failures, I would like, there are challenges, not failures.
Some failures are, that means you have to mention about failures. Here you can say, if you want to say like that means government have failed to ensure trial of all the killers of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, because some of them have gone absconding in different countries of the world, and
Yes.
government could not take them back and punish.
Yes.
This is one of the failures. And
so what I mark is what I mentioned is the marked failure of, from my point of view, that we should ban
yes,
religion-based
you have
politics.
answered well. Your points are also good. This is also good. And another thing is that in our constitution says to build Bangladesh a non-communal country. But
Yes.
even during this, in the regime of this government, and so we have noticed some attack on the houses of the minority communities, and sometimes they are tortured as well. And in this sense, in the name of religion, we have seen violence in some places, and some of them were very brutal, and government have failed to make Bangladesh a non-communal country in true sense of the term, because we have seen many say poisonous teeth of communal people. They want to create anarchy, and here this is surely the shortcomings or failures of the government, because the government could not be strict enough to root out all the heinous teeth of the communal people, something like that. So you should say in a voice so that it goes in favor of the government, not against the government.
Yes.
Okay, flyovers. What are the uses of flyovers?
Flyovers are actually built in to reduce the traffic congestion actually, and it is also built to ensure an uninterrupted traffic movement. So in that point of view, Bangladesh has a huge traffic huge traffic, as a country of huge traffic. So it has also built some flyovers and some like over rail crossings where the roads are narrow. In such points, government has built some flyovers, and they are providing good results.
And another weak point or another failures you may mention, that is Bangladesh target is to produce 20% of total electricity from greenhouse sources, the clean
Yes.
sources. But till now, our achievement is only about 3%, and 17% is left. And we are much behind than our original target. And this is in a sense, this is failure, because it will be difficult for Bangladesh, it will be almost difficult for Bangladesh to reach targeted goal. And because most of the mega projects of producing electricity are from non-renewable sources. This is yes, you can mention this is failure. And Abdul Kader mentioned two important failures. Yes, these are also. So this way you have to mention in a way that do not go against the government, but say proponents of the government will not mind.
Yes.
Okay. Why do we need submarine? Bangladesh is a small country. Do we need any submarine at all?
Yes, sir. Of course, we do need submarines, because submarine is a useful platform for surveillance and intelligence collection. And also we are situated by the Bongoposagar, by the Bay
Bay
of
of
Bengal.
Bengal.
So we have a huge marine area. To ensure its security and to search for its wealth. Actually, marine wealth, submarine is a must to have for our country.
Okay. Okay. What steps has the government taken for the development of naval forces?
Bangladesh government is not only the naval forces. Bangladesh government is trying to develop its all armed forces. Bangladesh, for the development of naval forces, Bangladesh has increased its budget a lot, and it's a great thing to say that we are building our own naval crafts in our country. And recently, 2 submarines have been added to our naval forces, submarines named Navojatra and Joyjatra, which will strengthen our naval forces a lot. So government is trying, it's a continuous process. Till now, the progress is satisfactory in terms of naval development.
Naval development. Okay, Asran project. Do you have an idea about it?
Yes, sir. Asran project is a project taken to provide homes for the shelterless people, and in this Mujibiyar, the project has been accelerated by the government, and about 70,000 houses have been made and distributed among people, costing around 1,168 crore taka. So it is benefiting the general people of Bangladesh, I would say.
Yes. Okay. Okay, now 10 questions from you all, Abdul Kader, Shakila Parveen, and Firdaus Ali. You will ask him as many as 10 questions, he will answer. At first, 3 questions from Shakila Parveen, because you have not asked any question today, Shakila Parveen. Okay, start your video on and start asking question to Sabbir Hamid. Question about development projects, development achievements, shortcomings, okay? Electricity generation, women empowerment, satellite, nuclear power plants, deep sea port, flyovers, and so on. Start.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Do you think Rupur power plant is harmful or threatful to Sundarban?
Rupur power plant is
Rupur not. It is Rampal power plant.
Rampal. Yes, Rampal power plant is a joint venture between Bangladesh and India to produce electricity. Climatologists expressed their concern about the harmful effects of the power plant, but the government of Bangladesh has repeatedly described the process and that it will not cause any harm to environment, especially Sundarban, situated about 1 or 2 kilometers away from the project. It has been ensured by the government and the project related people that no harm can be caused to the environment. Such kind of steps must have been taken, and see what happens when it starts to provide electricity to the national grid. We have to wait. We have to see it is very early to reach a decision.
Okay. How will be benefited from this power plant?
Bangladesh government is trying to reach its electricity generation capacity to about 60,000 megawatts. So we must have to identify and implement new sources of electricity. Like previously, we used to produce electricity only by using natural gas. Now we have turned ourselves to produce electricity from nuclear resources, from coal projects, from solar projects, etc. So this will take a long to reach the government's dream of reaching its electricity capacity to 60,000 megawatts. So these projects are very important and playing a vital role in our electricity sector.
Okay, now I want to ask you about Rohingya patriation. Can you tell what we should to ensure Rohingya patriation?
I would say it's a very complex process because Myanmar has also been suffering from its internal problems at present. So both the countries need to collaborate uh, wholeheartedly in this situation. But um, as I said, they are facing some internal problems. So it's very difficult to say how and when the repatriation would start, but discussion has actually no alternative to this problem. We should convince our neighboring countries like India, China more, and to solve this situation, because only the big powers can solve this situation in our favor, because we are a peace-loving country. We don't mean to indulge ourselves in war. So we have to, if we want to take a peace-related path, we have to continue the discussions between parties.
Okay, then last question from me. Which flyover is the longest flyover in Bangladesh?
As now I recall, the Feni Mohipal flyover is the longest flyover of Bangladesh, probably 6 kilometer, around 6 kilometer long.
Mayor Mohammad Hanif flyover is the longest flyover in Bangladesh. Okay, that's all about from my side. Thank you.
Hello.
Yes, Firdaus Ali, 5 questions.
Yes, sir. According to CPD, Bangladesh have already fulfilled all the indication to graduate from LDC. And what type of challenge Bangladesh may face after graduating from LDC?
Yes. As we know, LDC countries enjoy taxation facilities from the countries of the world. Whenever we will graduate from LDC permanently, we need to pay more taxes.
More taxes, okay.
It will reduce our export earnings. Moreover, we don't have that much innovation capacity, because when we will graduate from LDC, we have to pay taxes for copyright claims.
Copyright patent. Okay.
Yes, if we try to save, if we want to save ourselves from that taxes, we need to innovate our own products. We need to discover, we need to produce our own products so that we don't need to pay taxes. So these are some challenges I would like to mention about this.
Okay. What type of initiative government should take in to meet up this challenge?
Oh. Bangladesh government has already started planning and implementing its plans to in this situation, like they are um, they are arranging bilateral talks between countries, and we need to uh, ensure a tax-free uh, treaty between countries in terms of bilateral talks. Like Bhutan has ensured that Bangladesh would export its around 100 products
100
to
products. That
Bhutan,
means
to
PTA agreement.
PTA agreement. Yes, that's what I was trying to say. And moreover, China has already declared that Bangladesh should enjoy tax-free facilities in exporting over around 5,000 products. So these are the preliminary steps to prepare ourselves for after the LDC graduation situation.
Okay. You have already said about the mega project of Bangladesh.
Yes.
What type of effect? How Bangladesh can get opportunity or facilities from this project? But what type of facilities can Bangladesh enjoy?
Yes. Like we said that Padma Bridge is going to be opened in around 5 months. So it will change the communication sector of Bangladesh in a word, if I say, because largely we need to depend on the ferry services for transporting but traveling from one side of the mighty Podda River to another. Now we don't need that. It will save our time, which we will be able to implement in another projects or work. Plus.
Okay, I want to ask you another question.
Yes.
What step or initiative has the government taken for the development of Air Force?
Air Force. Sorry, brother.
Okay, I want to ask you another question.
Yes.
What should government do to ensure the compensation climate change induced calamities that was occurred by a developed country?
We are a lower middle income country still. We have achieved our independence just about 50 years ago. We are still on the development process. We are not that much developed. till date. So we need to depend on the major countries who are responsible for the climate destruction. So what Bangladesh can do is raising its voice against the climate destruction or harmful effects caused by the um, big countries. And Bangladesh is doing. It's raising its voice in international programs, ceremonies like COP programs. Bangladesh, the Prime Minister of Bangladesh is uh, um, providing some plans how to mitigate the climate change situation. So this is the thing we can do now as we are still developing. And what is more important is Bangladesh has already established a climate development fund already before any big countries. So Bangladesh is trying from its point of view, and world powers should come forward also, because it's not a problem of Bangladesh only, it's the problem of the world. So yeah, Bangladesh is trying its best, I would say.
Okay, my last question is, what is the outcome of COP26?
COP26, yes, the most important outcome of COP26 is that big countries big countries have been convinced to uh, not to use fossil fuels to generate electricity and that kind of thing. So it's the main achievement of COP26 that if we reduce the use of fossil fuels, we may be able to improve the climate situation around the world.
Abdul
Yeah,
Kader,
you
five
have-
question. MD Abdul Kader, 5 question to Sabir Ahmed.
If I'm not wrong, you told a previous class that Bangladesh government should focus on internal development besides implementing the mega projects. So
No. What I had asked is that we are implementing mega projects. Our country will be developed, but
yes,
we
yes.
have been suffering from our internal problem that we people of Bangladesh, the mentality of Bangladeshi people is downgrading day by day. We have been suffering from jealousy. We are
Okay,
not helping each other. That's what I mentioned actually.
yes. So, I have the question: how Bangladesh government or the citizen of this country
Can be mentally developed. Can be mentally developed. That's what you are asking.
can overcome this problem that you told?
Yes. Like I would start from our education sector. A child of Bangladesh, from the very beginning, go through competition that you have to be admitted in that institution. You have to learn this. They impose a huge amount of load of books and on a very premature or immature child. So what we need to do is to change our education infrastructure. We need to we need to teach our infants about morality in at early stage of its education life. Like we can here mention the things they do in Japan. We can follow their examples. So if a children or a child is mentally developed from a very young age, they would be mentally developed, mentally flourished, and they would not commit any such kind of thing that harms his surrounding people, environment, social, etc. So that's what we can start from very rapidly, and probably it will do something for the mental development of the people of Bangladesh. I was indicating that kind of thing.
Thank you. I have another question that recently a news was published that the owner of RMG factories of Bangladesh, they are complaining that they are not getting enough skilled labor for their factories. So
What labor? Sorry, what labor?
skilled labor. They are getting unskilled labor or half skilled labor, but
Yes,
not
yes.
but not skilled labor. So I was shocking. Personally I am telling that I was shocked when I heard that news, that we have a huge manpower in our country. So what we are facing this problem, and what should we do?
The owner of the RMG factories of our country are always complaining. It's not a new thing. So what we need to do is it is also their responsibility too to do something in producing skilled labor. They are handling the situation from field, so they know what problems, what are the real problems, actual problems, and they can ask the government for the remedies. So they need to say what they need, because government is producing whatever they need till date for the benefit of the people of Bangladesh, because as RMG is contributing a lot, about 80% of our foreign countries are coming from RMG. So government is well aware of that, and they are trying to provide every sort of things the RMG owners need, and the RMG owners have to sort out the problems, how much skilled laborers they are being needed at this moment, and what they want the government to do, and what they themselves can contribute. So it has to come from their point of view.
Thank you. Sir, I don't have a question.
Okay, nice discussion from Sabir Ahmed. Sabir Ahmed put a lot of reasons and lot of the points in favor of his discussion, and this is good. This type of discussions will help you get a lot of information and bring confidence on you. So this is the end of our today's session, and next class, very important session, I think. Just I would like to see what lies in our next class. This is a question about the formation of Bangladesh Awami League, its founder leaders. Okay, question about the formation of Awami League, very important. And topic: foreign policy of Bangladesh, friendship to all and allies to none. and questions. 22 questions are here, and some tips are also here. You will go through these one, and we may also ask you some other questions related to this one. So this is the end of our today's session. Thank you all.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.